You wanted the best and you got the best! The hottest band in the world! Kiss! Oh my god, what is this video? Hey guys, it's Jackie and welcome to Kiss Pinball for the PS1. So, if you can't already tell, I love Kiss. It's my favorite band in the whole wide world. I got just a little bit of my Kiss collection behind me. And this is a game that came out on the PlayStation in 2001, I believe. Yes, it says 2001 right there on the screen. And I used to play this game for hours and hours and hours. And just a little bit, just to let you guys know, this game does not have any Kiss music in it. But a cool little feature that it has is when you, and there are several PS1 games that have this. I can't remember the name. Is it Ridge Racer? I think that was it. And there's a pool game that has it where you can load up the game into your PS1 and then take the disc out and replace the disc with a music CD of your own. So, yeah, I used to play this game for hours and just listen to Kiss music endlessly. Alright, so, wow, that's loud. But this is the kind of generic little music that we're stuck with for now. And it's really not bad. It's not bad at all. But anyway, I thought I would do a video talking about my love for Kiss and some of my favorite songs and eras and lineups and things like that. And I figured what better way to do so than to play a Kiss game, since this is primarily a gaming channel. So this is the table that I used to play all the time. Last stop, Oblivion. Kiss are in town and they're rockin'. Crank up the volume and let loose a drum solo and guitar frenzy. Jump on the Kiss jet for a world tour. Watch the record sales go sky high and collect Kiss points for merchandise, autograph, Okay, anyways. Let's do this. I'm just gonna play regular. Alright. So, loading. It's gonna take a minute. So, yeah, talking points. I actually have some talking points written down for me to look at because I'm really bad about forgetting what I was going to talk about in this kind of thing. So, here we go. Kiss. Kiss is my most favorite band of all time, as I have said. I don't really remember a time ever not liking Kiss. Something I tell people, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I came out of the womb listening to Kiss. I don't know. But anyway, my favorite Kiss era is the 80s, non-makeup Kiss. When they took that makeup off and performed that way. And, let's see, my favorite song from the 80s, non-makeup era, is Tears Are Falling. That is also my favorite Kiss music video. It is a beautiful video. Oh no, it's so hard to talk and play this. It's a beautiful video. I would love to have the robe that Paul Stanley is wearing in that video. It's like a pink robe covered in rhinestones and glitter and shiny glam. It's wonderful. Love it. The song is absolutely gorgeous. It really showcases Paul Stanley's incredible vocal abilities. And also the guitar solo. The guitar solo. Oh my god. Let me start by saying Bruce Kulick is an incredible guitarist. He is one of my many rock gods as far as lead guitar goes. He was a huge inspiration for me when I started learning guitar. And that solo in that song is beautiful. If you've never, this is terrible, I know. If you've never heard this Kiss song, Tears Are Falling, from the Asylum album, do yourself a favor and go watch that video right now. It's probably better than this video's going. I'm usually really good at this table, but talking, it takes a lot of concentration to do both. And wow. Okay, so Bruce's guitar solo. He's like under like a shower head, and there's just water pouring down onto him, and his long locks are getting wet, and he's getting wet, and it's just sexy and beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's very comparable to the song Who Wants to Be Lonely from the same album, Asylum. Another wonderful video, beautiful guitar solo, again, where Bruce Kulick gets wet. They're in like a shower situation in that video. It's just fantastic and so much fun. And actually in the Who Wants to Be Lonely video, Paul wears another awesome robe. It's like green. It's like almost the same as the Tears Are Falling robe.
Name your tune.
Oh man, what am I doing? What did I do?
Bonus tell.
Okay, sure.
Combo.
But it's like lime green with the rhinestones and glitter, and it's just gorgeous. And I need Paul Stanley's wardrobe from the 80s, particularly the Asylum era. I only got like 4 million points. That was terrible. But his whole wardrobe in the 80s, I need every piece from his wardrobe. He has a pair of pants in the Heavens on Fire video. Heavens on Fire is another beautiful 80s era Kiss song. But he's got these pants that have animal print tassels, for lack of a better word. They're just so awesome and so cool. And the 80s is just such a carefree era. I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see. I think my second favorite song after Who Wants to Be Lonely from the 80s era is a song called A Million to One. It's on the Lick It Up album, and it wasn't a single or anything. There's no video for it, but it's just a beautiful song. Again, showcasing Paul Stanley's vocal range and his abilities and talent, just raw talent. I think that a lot of Kiss's skills as musicians were more showcased in the 80s than they were in the 70s. You know, and some people would disagree. Actually, I think a lot of people would disagree with me on that. And that's fine. You know, that's just my opinion. I think that the 80s were Kiss's best. And that's not to say I don't love the 70s and the makeup. I mean, obviously, look behind me. And I've also got 70s Kiss tattooed across my back. But anyways, let's see. What else? Some more favorite 80s tunes. All Hell's Breaking Loose, Crazy Crazy Nights. All Night is another good one. That one has a pretty funny video with it. It's got these girls and they're like pushing beds around. But I don't know. I don't know how to describe it without making it sound just more ridiculous than it actually is. I also love early 90s Kiss, before they put the makeup back on. They have some awesome songs. The Revenge album is spectacular. My favorite song from Revenge is I Just Wanna. It's a very fun song where they make you think they're gonna say fuck, but they actually just say fuck. They're like, I just wanna forget about you. But they're like, I just wanna I just wanna And at the time, you know, people were like, oh my god, they're gonna say fuck! Oh no, they didn't say fuck, okay. But anyway. I also really love to watch, there was a concert video that came out around that time called Kiss Confidential, and I have it on DVD now, and I watch it so much. I love it, but it's a concert that they did during the Revenge era, and they're playing I Just Wanna, and they get the whole audience saying the F word. Paul's saying, I just wanna, and the audience is saying, fuck! And it's just absolutely fantastic. It makes me happy. I'm right there chanting along with all the fans in the audience, only I'm in my living room in the present. Or to them in the future, however you want to look at it. Unholy is spectacular. I think the 90s was one of Gene's best eras. He was, and still is, but I'm just saying, in the 90s, early 90s, Gene was so sexy. He had just super long hair. He had a goatee going. He had kind of laid off doing the tongue thing quite so much. So he was just that was a very attractive era for Gene. I love it, love it, love it. Love the leather pants. Yeah. Leather pants. Another fun song from Revenge is Take It Off. On the Kiss Confidential video, they actually have strippers on stage with them, and if I remember correctly, they actually got the strippers from the local strip clubs while they were on tour, so it was kind of giving these girls a chance to, you know, have a few minutes of fame being on stage with Kiss. I thought that was super cool. Let's see. Whew. I'm actually doing somewhat decent this time. Another really good 90s song is God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too. If memory serves me correctly, that is the last music video that they shot with Eric Carr before he passed away. Beautiful, beautiful song. That's my song that I like to listen to when I'm feeling down, or when I feel like the whole world is just about to crash down around me. I've been listening to that song a lot lately. It's just a really good inspirational song where I feel like Gene and Paul, the way they kind of alternate vocals in that one. I don't know. You get the sense that they're really talking to you and trying to give you advice and telling you just to hang in there, you know. Anyways, enough about that. I really don't have a favorite lineup when it comes to Kiss. There have been so many from the very first lineup, which was Gene, Paul, Peter, Chris, and Ace Frehley. Legends, absolute legends, that lineup. That's the lineup that I have tattooed on me. Matter of fact, here is a picture of the tattoos on my back. Let's see. But then, of course, there were some changes. Peter Criss left and was replaced by Eric Carr. Ace left and was replaced by Vinnie Vincent, who was replaced by Mark St. John, who was replaced by Bruce Kulick, who was replaced by Ace Frehley back in, I think, 96 when they put the makeup back on, who was replaced by Tommy Thayer, who is their current lead guitarist, and he is absolutely spectacular. I adore Tommy Thayer so much. He was in the band Black and Blue. I don't know if any of you remember Black and Blue. Probably not. Maybe very few of you, but great band, great guitarist. Oh, we got a car, good. But yeah, Eric Carr, after he passed away, that's when Eric Singer came in. He's the blonde-haired drummer that we see in the Revenge era. Whew, so much going on in my brain right now. Very gifted drummer. He is actually their drummer right now. He wears the Catman makeup presently. After Peter left again in the early 2000s. I'm terrible. I can't remember the exact year. But you know, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. Where I'm going with that is I don't have a favorite Kiss lineup. They have all been wonderful for me. Even poor little Mark St. John. God rest his soul. He passed away recently. He was only in the band not long at all. I think Paul Stanley made the comparison one time. I don't remember the name of the Pope, but he became Pope and then no one ever saw the Pope because the next day the Pope died. Very similar here, except Mark St. John didn't die. He got sick and his hand puffed up, and I don't know the condition that he had, but anyways, he was on the album art for the Animalized album, and he was in the Heavens on Fire music video. You can see a couple little glimpses of him there. Very talented guitarist, very talented man. And but yeah, I guess I can't remember if he actually did any shows or not, but he was replaced with Bruce Kulick, who I guess was supposed to be a temporary kind of gig, but he ended up getting the permanent gig. And he, well, I say permanent, but I don't know. As much as I say I don't have a favorite lineup, I will say that I'm pretty sure Bruce Kulick is my favorite lead guitarist Kiss has ever had. And that's not to say Ace Frehley is not a rock god in himself. I mean, oh my god, I love Ace Frehley. He was the first tattoo I ever got. He's wonderful. And his solo stuff now, if you haven't heard any of Ace Frehley's new stuff, his solo albums, you really should give them a listen. They're spectacular. Alright, so I have seen Kiss live once, and it was quite possibly the best night of my life. Paul Stanley was about 10 feet away from me. He does that thing where he gets on the rope and swings to a little mini stage in the middle of the arena, and I was right next to that middle stage, and I was right there, right up next to him. And I think, and this may just be very wishful thinking on my behalf, but I am pretty sure that Paul Stanley made eye contact with me. Because you know that feeling that you get when you're kind of looking at somebody or glancing at somebody and they look back at you and make eye contact and your stomach goes, whoops. That's what happened. He looked in my general direction, and I am pretty sure there was a split second of eye contact where my stomach just about dropped and I wanted to pass out for a minute. And it was awesome. And Paul Stanley, I love you so much. You are my ultimate rock god. I think I've used the word rock god several times in this video, but when it comes to my personal rock god, Paul Stanley is it. Not only is he attractive and gorgeous and super talented and has one of the best voices I've ever heard in the rock industry, he's a great human being, and from what I see on Twitter, he's also a great dad and a great husband. And I absolutely adore him. I love watching him on stage. Bruce Kulick made the comment one time and said that the stage was basically made for Paul. He's a guy that pulls out all the stops on stage and loves it. Where, you know, Bruce might have been kind of nervous to go out there, Paul can't wait, or as soon as he's out on the stage, it becomes his playground. And it shows in every performance how much Paul loves to perform, and he was just obviously born for it. Okay, I have failed at this table enough. Let's see. Okay, let's do the other table, and I'll wrap this video up shortly. We're going to try this other table. And I'm just going to talk a little bit more about Kiss from the 70s, which I haven't talked about very much. And I do want to stress again, it's not because I don't love the 70s makeup era Kiss and the current era of Kiss, because I do. Absolutely love it. I just prefer the 80s non-makeup. But anyway, 70s Kiss, again, that's where the images of my tattoos come from. Same images that are on my shirt. All the merchandise you see behind me is based on makeup era Kiss, and it's fantastic. There's a real level of fantasy there that I absolutely love. Some of my favorite songs from the 70s Kiss era, of course, Shock Me, because that's Ace's song. That's his very first song that he did lead vocals on, and everyone was like, what? He's so talented! And yes, Ace Frehley is extremely talented, and it's such a shame he doesn't have more songs with Kiss. He has his solo album that came out in 1978, and it's my favorite of all of their solo albums. That was the year all 4 of them did solo albums, and they each had their face on the cover of the album. Ace's by far is the absolute best in my opinion, followed closely by Paul's. I haven't played this table anywhere near as much as the other table, and it shows. I am a lot worse at this table than the other one. Okay, some more of my favorite songs from the 70s. Hard Luck Woman, Room Service, Love Gun, Detroit Rock City, Flamin' Youth, Coming Home, oh Lord, what else? Soul Searching, Flippers, skip instructions. Use flippers to cycle through awards. Hit X button to select. Demon Lock, Celestial Lock. We'll do that one because that's Ace. Okay, cool. Gosh. Oh no! Anyway. Songs from the 70s. Shredder, Deuce, anything from the Dress to Kill album is spectacular. Of course, that's the album that Rock and Roll All Night is on, but little fun fact, the version of Rock and Roll All Night on the Dress to Kill album is terrible. I do not like that version of the song at all. I prefer the 1974 Alive version of Rock and Roll All Night. That's the one that usually gets radio play. That's the one that has the guitar solo. The one on Dress to Kill does not have a guitar solo at all, and it's awful. It's not awful, I shouldn't say that. It is the birth of that song, so it's not terrible. It's just not as exciting as the Alive version. But, anyways. Rock and Roll All Night. Black Diamond is a spectacular song. I think I've said the word spectacular about 486 times in this video. Oh, I already died? Wow, okay, cool. Anyway.
Combo.
Another really cool thing that happened in the 70s, the Kiss comics. I love the Kiss comics. That's where they did one of their awesome publicity stunts, I guess they're called, I don't know, where they poured their blood into the red ink of the comics. I unfortunately don't have any copies of those comics. The only copies of it I have are in the Kiss Compendium, this big giant book right here. That's all the Kiss comics that have ever come out up until that book's release. And those comics are in there, but of course they're not printed with Kiss blood. But it's cool. They are Marvel comics. They fight aliens and stuff. It's pretty neat. 70s. What else? Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. If you've never seen that movie, you should. You should watch it just so you can say that you've seen it. It's pretty terrible. It's so terrible that it's great. It is just the ultimate movie for Kiss fans. Even though it's not Peter's voice in the movie at all, it's some guy trying to sound like Peter because I guess Peter didn't show up to do looping.
A pussycat. Almost. Hi, Curly.
I don't know. I'm not claiming to be an expert, but that's not Peter's voice in the movie at all. But he tries. The guy does an alright job, and then Ace, you know, poor Ace, and his stunt double. Anyone who's seen the movie will know what I'm talking about. Ace's stunt double. They could have picked someone a little bit different, but then it wouldn't be the legend that it is. Let's see, what else was fun in the 70s? The concerts, guys. Like, these guys just showed up out of the blue one day, and they were playing teeny tiny clubs as if these clubs were Madison Square Garden. And that's how they made a name for themselves. They were just so big. Even when they first started, they played the way that they saw themselves, and they saw themselves as larger than life, and by doing so, they made themselves larger than life. But anyway, Kiss, they've got me through some hard times. Their music has gotten me through some very hard times in my life, and I'm so glad that I had them. Paul Stanley, if you're watching this, thank you so much for all the years of just, whether you know it or not, support. You've gotten me through some stuff, and thank you for all the music and all the memories and everything. Gosh, I'm actually losing my voice talking about Kiss. But anyway, that's about all I have to say. They are my favorite band in the world, followed closely by Oingo Boingo. Maybe one day I'll do a video on Oingo Boingo, who knows. But anyways, I'm trying to make sure that's all I have. That must be all I have. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this this video. This game, again, it's for the PlayStation 1. I'm pretty sure I picked this up at a used game store many, many years ago. I think I found it on accident. But I love it. It's a great game for a Kiss fan. Yeah. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed my ramblings about Kiss, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you are also a Kiss fan, please let me know. It's always good to have more Kiss fans. I've found a lot of fellow Kiss fans through Twitter. There's a whole little community of us on there, and I absolutely love it. It makes me feel like I actually belong to some kind of group or something. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everybody.